Hey guys, welcome back. Really nice to see you, to my subscribers and hopefully soon to be subscribers. I appreciate all your support and let's get into it. So, I've got a story for you guys today about one of the worst students I've ever had in my life. I used to teach at what am I saying, guys? I'm an English teacher and I can't even speak English. An elementary school. So 5 years ago, I used to work in an elementary school. I taught grades 1 through 6, and there were 2 classes per grade. So I had 12 classes. Yeah, 12 classes a week. Okay, finally got that out. Among them, there was one class. It was the second graders. You think they're cute and adorable, usually, but, well, you're not here to hear about those. You're here to hear about the really bad ones. The ones who deserve to have this video made about them. So they were by far the worst class I've ever had. The class was absolute pandemonium. Now, there were 2 second grade classes, and one of them, every kid was perfect. The one that I'm going to tell you about, no, that wasn't the case. The girls were really good, but there were 15 girls, 15 boys. 15 of the girls were good. 1 boy was good, who later moved. The other 14 boys were bad. Within those 14 boys, about 8 of them were terrible. And within those 8, about half of them were demons. All right, so I keep a record after, a crazy day at school. I'm going to read to you guys one of those days, particularly about the worst student. Second grade class was especially insane today. There's a new student who I don't remember seeing before the summer break. Literally every single thing he does is evil. He has never, not even one time, sat down properly and done what was asked of him. He'll sit sideways, mess with his desk, draw on his desk, sit on the girl's desk behind him, walk over and start messing up the teacher's desk, go up to the teacher while teaching, take the chalk from her hand, smash it on the ground, and laugh. He walks around the room, knocks things out of every person's hand he can find, and of course, talks back. 100% he is going to go to prison before he drops out of junior high school, if he even makes it that far. On this particular day, he was trying to destroy a class project, and somehow the homeroom teacher wrestled him to the ground and had him in an arm lock. For the record, the homeroom teacher is like a tiny woman, 5 foot tall. So, okay. He kept trying to get away, and when she finally let him up, he continued to try and destroy everything he could find. Ripping posters off the board, yelling, throwing things. He walked up to a few girls, pulled their hair, and laughed. Meanwhile, this is the same class. 2 other students who were within that really bad group I mentioned earlier were throwing their shoes on top of the closet in the back. Naturally, the other students in class couldn't pay attention to a single thing happening amidst the chaos. I feel so sorry for the teacher and the good students in that class who are stuck with these demons for years to come. Yeah. So, for the record, guys, this kind of stuff happened every single day. Okay? I know kids act out, they misbehave, they act like kids. But the really bad kid in this story, he would do that every single day. Him and the other handful of really bad kids. They're 8 years old. They would just stand up in the middle of the lesson and just leave. They'd go in the hallway, start smacking all the lockers, yelling. The principal would come, yell at them to get back in class, and they would just laugh at him and keep going. Every day it was pretty bad. Now, I want to remind you guys what my role was as a non-Japanese assistant language teacher. My job was to assist the homeroom teacher, the 5-foot-tall woman, in teaching English. Zero discipline. I was told numerous times in training, we do not discipline students because a lot of stuff could go wrong. It's not our job. We're there to support English language learning. So when that kid's on his tirade, I'm not supposed to do a single thing. It was every day like that. The students were so bad to her the whole day. Nearly every single day she would be in the teacher's office crying, having a breakdown. She quit at the end of the year. So the school realized they got a problem. So they hired one support staff to take care of the one demonic student. And they kind of did. However, when the other 5 kids in the back of the room are throwing shoes, rolling on the ground, throwing things, he would go over, try to take care of them. Meanwhile, the really bad kid, now he's a free man, free boy, free whatever, gets up, runs around, and, smacks stuff out of the teacher's hand and back to his same old crap. It was absolute chaos every single time. And I have a lot more stories about this class, but this video is too long already. So I'm going to leave it there. To be continued next time, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope I could provide some insight into, one of my worst classes. People ask me that question a lot. What was your worst class in Japan? You've been teaching there for nearly 7 years. You got to have a lot of them. I do, and a lot more stories are on their way, guys. Please look forward to them. Again, thank you very much for stopping by. Leave a comment. Tell me some thoughts about this. Fellow teachers, share some examples from one of your worst classes. And I hope to see you guys again soon. See you later.